Hi everyone, I'm down at the Blue Earth County Fair in Garden City, Minnesota at the Garberg cabin where I've got a little booth with the folks here, and also got my sign up for Friends of Minnesota Barn that I also represent. I also came down here to do some repairs on the chinking. There was a lot of chinking that had broken loose, and I only fixed the ones that were facing upward that could actually leak water into the building. Maybe next year I'll do the ones on the bottom side over here that have come loose, but they're not quite as important unless water starts running uphill around here tomorrow. These will shed water, whereas these will actually drain it into the cabin. There's a cool thing right here where they actually used wedges to straighten this log out. They cut into it a ways and they put wedges in there to straighten that log. And I also sprayed the cabin with the boron-based preservative, and if you look at it at an angle, you can see it's kind of sparkles. Well, that's the boron in the treatment. They let the finish go on it so long that it would have been difficult to try and restain it. So I'm just going to help them preserve it by spraying the boron material on there. So anyway, this was built in the 1860s by Tolop and Joanna Garberg, and I restored it in August of 2003 under my old company, Terrasol Restoration. There's Helen and Eleanor Tronvold, the two ladies that hired me, and there's a picture of them in a wheelbarrow with their grandpa Tolop, who built the cabin. Last year we came over here after the flood, and we had to pull out the flooring and put it in a kiln and dry it out. And the guy that did it for me put it in exactly the way it was before, only tighter. And so now we've got a gap here by the front door that would be better off if it was over there on that side behind the table. But I wasn't here, and he did it the way he wanted to. Up here's be basically the bedroom, and I can't remember. The family wasn't very big, just the two daughters, so they had plenty of room up here, I guess. They got the flooring out of a different building for the floor here, and the ceiling boards came out of another building that I took down also. They're not original. We used masonry chinking on the inside to basically keep the cost down. We used the acrylic outside, and well, you can see what's happened here. We've had a little bit of settlement, even though the logs are 100 years old. We've had a little movement as the logs settled into position, and there's a few cracks here, but that's why we only use it on the inside. Well, anyway, that's the tour of the Garberg cabin, folks. Hope you enjoyed it, and I think I'll be back here next year. Thanks for watching.